Hello, algebra students. We are going to review for this test tomorrow on equation solving. So we are going to work through our 4 steps we talked about in class this week. Part 1, simplify. This includes distributing, combining like terms, things like that. Then we are going to move our variables to one side of the equation. Then we will work on isolating the variable, and finally we will check our answer. This is actually take 2 of this video because I checked my answer, redid the problem, checked it again, and decided to just start over. So the importance of checking your work is high, okay? So we are going to start by simplifying, combining like terms. So negative 4x plus x, we are going to combine into negative 3x. I'm going to rewrite what I have on the left. And here I have negative 3x plus 11. I am going to do the same thing to both sides of my equation as I move my variable. I am going to choose to add 3x to both sides so that I have positive 2x plus 3 on the left and 11 on the right. I am going to subtract 3 from both sides to get 2x equals 8. I am going to undo multiplication with division, and x equals 4. I am going to verify my work. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. So I get negative 1 on the left. Negative 4 times 4 is 16. Negative 16 plus 11 is negative 5. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. Negative 1 equals negative 1. My answer is x equals 4. Okay? Remember, I'm going to take a picture of my work and upload it into MyOpenMath with my solution. That is going to be very important. Okay? If you do not upload your work, you run the risk of getting a 0. No one wants that. Please show your work. All right, question 2. Simplify. That involves combining like terms and the distributive property. Oh, we definitely have something to distribute here. We have a 3 outside of our parentheses, and we have x plus 2 inside of our parentheses. So we are going to distribute that 3. So 3 into the x is 3x. 3 into the 2 is 6. Minus 6 equals negative 24. We are going to combine like terms because we are not quite done simplifying yet. I am going to do 6 minus 6, and that gives me 0. So I am left with 3x on the left and negative 24 on the right. I don't have any variables to move, so I can skip part 2, but I do need to isolate my variable. I have in the way this 3. So we undo multiplying by 3 by dividing both sides by 3. And we get x equals negative 8. Okay, x equals negative 8. Again, I am going to take a picture of my work and upload it into MyOpenMath with my problem and my solution. Okay? Now, question 3. We are following the same process. Simplify, distribute, combine like terms. We have to distribute on both sides of our equation. So I've got this negative 4 that needs to go in, and I've got this 5 that needs to go in. This 4 is only going to go into the x minus 2. The 5 is only going to go into the x plus 1. Distribute that negative 4, and we get negative 4x. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8 minus 10 equals 5x plus 5. All right. Combine like terms. We get negative 18. So negative 4x minus 18 equals 5x plus 5. And now I am going to start moving my variables. I am going to add 4x to both sides. So negative 18 equals 9x plus 5. Isolate the variable, because I still need to get this x by itself. Subtract 5, and I get negative 23 equals 9x. Divide by 9, and this gives me, I can just leave my answer as negative 23/9. That's the easy way. If you want to divide it out, you can. It's not necessary, but this will be approximately 2.56 if you want to get a decimal answer. Okay? Question 4. Solve for y. We want this by itself. Oh, and I'm missing part of my equation. Let me find it. Hold on. Let's see. It is equals 32. I did not write down the whole equation. Okay. So I need to get this y by itself. I'm still going to follow the same process. I'm going to simplify if needed. I don't see anything that can be combined, so we're going to skip that one. We're going to move the variables. We need y by itself, so you know what? This one needs to go away. We need to move this one to the other side. Minus 16x. For y equals negative 16x plus 32. I'm going to isolate my variable. I need to isolate the y. We're going to undo multiplying by 4 by dividing everything by 4. So y equals negative 16/4 x plus 32 over 4, and I'm going to simplify. Y equals negative 4x plus 8. That is my rearranged equation that is now in slope-intercept form. Okay? Now from this, we can discover our slope and our y-intercept, and that's what we are going to do on question 5. Okay? Question 5, we have negative x plus 3y equals negative 3, and we're going to solve for y. Again, we're going to isolate this. Oh, what am I doing? That's a 3. So the first thing we're going to do is solve for y. The second thing we're going to do is identify the y-intercept, which we do need to write as an ordered pair. And then the last thing we're going to do is identify the slope, which is just the coefficient of our x. It does not include x, it's just that number attached to it after we solve for y. So we can't get that information yet. We need y equals first. So for part 1, we have negative x plus 3y equals negative 3. So no simplifying needed. We don't have any like terms. So step 2, move the variables. We are going to add x to both sides, and we get 3y equals x minus 5. Isolate the variable, get the y by itself, undo that by dividing everything by 3. I'm going to rewrite this coefficient as a fraction in front of x, And I'm going to keep my b value as a negative 5/3. Totally fine. Oh, that's not a 5, that's a 3, isn't it? Well, that makes a difference. I forgot. That was a negative 3. So negative 3 over 3 is 1. Okay? So now for part 2, my y-intercept, b equals negative 1. So that means my y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, negative 1. My m is the coefficient in front of x. So on my open math, in that first answer block, you're going to type your equation, y equals 1/3 x minus 1. On the second answer block, you are going to type your ordered pair. And on the third answer block, you are going to type your slope. Okay, so box 1, box 2, box 3. Then you are going to take a photo and upload your work, of course, because I do need to see that. All right, we will see you in class tomorrow to take the solving equation standard. See you then.